7.2, box and whisker plots. So first of all, a box and whisker plot, as you can see from the image there, that's what one looks like. And the reason we call it a box and whisker plot is because the middle section is composed of a box, and then the two end sections are composed of whiskers. So sometimes we make a joke here, if you put like a little eyeball here, and you put like a little eyeball here, you've got a cat face with some whiskers. But anyways, that's your box and whisker plot. Now, a box and whisker plot shows the variability, which means how spread out, okay, of a data set. One of the ways that it does that is because if you're looking at this box and whisker plot, down here, this is going to be your lowest value in your data set. This is going to be your highest value in your data set, which essentially is your range. And it's going to show by how long that box is, how spread out the data is. Now, your box and whisker plot is cut into quartiles, which breaks the data into 4. Okay, think of a quarter of a dollar. There's 4 quarters in a dollar. So breaks the data into 4 equal pieces. Okay, so if you kind of look, you've got one piece right here in this whisker. You've got one piece right here in the lower part of the box. You've got one piece right here, and then you've got another piece right there. So that's your 4 equal pieces. And then your quartiles is you're going to have Q1. This is called your lower or your first quartile. You've got your Q2, which is also your median. It's the same thing. So if I ask you to find Q2 or quartile 2, I'm just asking for your median. And then you have Q3, which is your upper quartile, which is also known as quartile 3. Okay, and you can see those on your picture. Those are your quartiles. It breaks it into 4 equal pieces. And then lastly, we have the 5-number summary. Now, the 5-number summary are these dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your 5-number summary is your min, your Q1, your Q2, your Q3, and your max. Now, your min is the smallest number in the data set. Your Q1 is the median of the lower half. So you kind of split your data in half, then find the median of the lower part. Your Q2, and I kind of already covered this, but this is your median of the data set. Your Q3 is the median of the upper half. And then your max is your largest number. And that is your 5-number summary. There's 5 numbers. Example 1, making a box and whisker plot. A basketball player scores 14, 16, 20, 5, 22, 30, 16, and 28 points during a tournament. Make a box and whisker plot that represents the data. So first of all, if we're going to make a box and whisker plot, we need the 5-number summary. So we're going to have a min. We're going to have a Q1. We're going to have a Q2. We're going to have a Q3. And we're going to have a max. Starting out, we're going to take the numbers, we're going to put them in order from least to greatest. So 5, 14, 16, 16, 20, 22, 28, and 30. And then it's always a good idea to count. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. Easiest ones to find are your min and your max. Your minimum is right here. That is your 5. Your maximum is up here. That's your 30. Then we're going to start with our Q2, which is our median. So median, after they're in order, we underline to find the middle. Now, notice there's 2 numbers in the middle. So I'm specifically going to draw this arrow. And then we're going to take 16 plus 20. We're going to cut that in half, and that's going to get us 18. So my Q2 is 18. At this point, I'm going to kind of like box the lower half. Do not include the median. And then box the upper half. Do not include the median. Whatever the median is, you don't include it. And now we can find our Q1 and Q3, which means we have to find the median again. So from this lower half, I'm going to cross out this, which gives me 2 numbers in the middle, which means the median of the lower half is right between. So 14 plus 16 divided by 2 is 15. So Q1 is 15. Then Q3 is the median of the upper half. So cross this out. There's 2 in the middle. So we're going to take 22 plus 28, cut that in half, which is going to get us 25. And then at this point, we're ready to make our number line. Now, on our number line, we have to get from the minimum, 5, to the maximum, 30. So take a minute, kind of count that out in your head. We don't have to label it the same way, but we can. And I'm going to count by 2s. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, which at this point has gotten me high enough, so I'm going to stop. Then we're going to put some dots. So our minimum is 5. 5's right here. Do not put the dot on the number line. Put it above the number line. Q1 is 15, above the number line. Q2 is 18. Q3 is 25. Maximum is 30. Then you start with your 3 inner dots, vertical line, vertical line, vertical line. Again, you should not be touching the number line. Don't touch it. And you make your box. Then you have your whiskers. You just connect the 2 ends, connect the 2 ends. And then last but not least, you have to label your number line. So what are these numbers actually representing? They're representing scores. Make sure you label, and that's your box and whisker plot.